Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades 2, where today we're trying out this aspect of Eos as we attempt to ascend Mount Olympus with 3 ranks of the Vow of Rivals. I expect it's going to be a bloodbath, one way or the other. So I didn't really test this out at all during the last episode. Our Omega attack fires a Daybreaker, which is a thing that deals damage in an area around it every 2 seconds, and then for some reason, down here in this tooltip also is included the information that it copies your specials. I feel like those two, that's the fact that they've taken the 2 pieces of functionality it has and broken them apart over 2 boxes, neither one containing both pieces of information, seems like a terrible way to write this. But okay, whatever. This is how it works. So every 2 seconds it's going to do 100 damage around it, and then also it does our specials. So let's just play with this a little bit here. Okay, so that's our thing. Okay, it seems it's like seeking. And when we do a special, I wonder, does it copy Omegas? It does. Okay, that's interesting.
In a row.
Okay, that's more damage than the normal shot, right? Oh, aspect of Illinois.
My vigil does resume.
Yeah, okay, so it has a higher base damage than the aspect of Illinois. But it seems to fire a little bit slower, and it takes a lot longer for the Omega attack to charge up. It's like 5 strikes of holding the button instead of 3. Okay, it's interesting, and it seems like it could be really powerful, depending. So I went ahead and switched back over to the cat. I figured this is probably going to actually stress me quite a bit. It's going to be a challenging run, and that that previous episode's run was earlier today. It is still fresh in my mind how bad of a job I was doing at dodging stuff. So yeah, taking it a little bit more seriously. I took the curved stone here. So that we'd be a little bit stronger by the time we get to Polyphemus. Although I guess we have a thing for bringing the knuckle bones to him. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. This should also be pretty good.
A fine selection.
I guess let's fulfill some prophecies or whatever. So 3 points on the Vow of Rivals. Should we make it up to what's his face? Fireman. He'll be in a new and more terrifying state, but if we defeat him, obviously we'll get some Nightmare. And if we beat the whole run, we will become Knight's Champion. For all that is worth. So,
now for time.
Here we go.
No holding back.
Okay, hammer right away. Get us some idea what we're doing here. You channel your Omega special faster and it uses less magic. I do like that. The projectiles orbit faster. While you channel your attacks, you move and fire faster. So we are doing a fair amount of damage per hit. An attack speed bonus is definitely meaningful. That said, channeling our Omega special so that we can fire it off of the Omega attack, also meaningful. It's probably a thing we're going to be doing a lot, so the 20% faster speed on that is also pretty meaningful. But Furious Blaze is going to be... honestly, I don't know. I'm going to take Clean Coil.
The Umbral Flames.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. I appreciate that the Daybreaker is fire and forget.
More cutthroats.
I will note that I can sometimes have some trouble with builds that produce this amount of visual noise.
Seeds.
I can tell you right now, I am sometimes going to lose enemy projectiles in all of the stuff that we're producing.
It's blasted Typhon, girl. The worst worst monstrosity you can imagine. Chronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
I mean, there are lots of situations I can imagine getting into where it might be better if you could. So this is really interesting. I think all three of these are pretty live. I really like foes around you just take 120 damage when you run, like... And if that's the way that we distribute Hitch, that means we can go for things that do more damage on the other attacks and still have the damage spread out. I'm going to take the Nexus Rush.
Vested in me.
Blitz on either attack or special would probably be pretty cool. Okay. So we have a mini-boss down there guarding a Hestia boon. We got lots of Ares. No lightning, worth noting. Alright, let's go get the hearts and the hex. And
Fix
we'll
the barrier, did they?
figure this out from there. I didn't actually fire that all the way.
Pylon destroyed.
Yeah, it does take a while to get the daybreak loaded up.
Enough of this.
I guess one thing that would probably be helpful to know is, okay, I can dash while holding down attack. Okay, so it's Polyphemus throwing stuff at us, not... I had thought that
Always use more.
AoE effect was Heracles spawning in on a previous run, but I guess it's Polyphemus throwing stuff at us. What an asshole. But yeah, I can dash between attacks, and as long as I hold the attack button down, it doesn't
Nowhere
break.
for them to go.
It doesn't break the charge, which is really nice. Get out of the way. Now, a powerful hex, as we have learned and certainly verified, like yesterday, a powerful hex is not necessarily necessary for a run to be a success. Caught by one of those eyeballs.
Come on, cat. Sister Selene.
Chronos can wait, for he is time itself. You turn your energies instead toward his armies on the surface, and can slow him down that way, growing stronger all the while. Behold my light.
Okay, Total Eclipse is a good one, I think. We've had a lot of luck with this. My selection process should probably be more complicated than just always click the lowest one, but at the same time, we've had a lot of success with always click the lowest one, you know? So... I guess I'm gonna go Apollo. Like, I'll just take one of each: Apollo, Hermes, Ares, and then fight the boss. And I don't think I'm gonna take the other Hera. What am I hoping for in terms of gain? Do we know what Ares' gain is?
The barrier's weakening.
I'm not sure that I do, actually. Let's grab this, though.
More bronze beaks.
cannot believe how tough those things are.
Olympus.
The sightless Cyclops Polyphemus bars your passage, does he now? Don't know what good my light will do against the likes of him, though perhaps I can help get you there in one piece.
It's probably Lucid Gain is a really good gain for us, right? I mean, Nova Flourish obviously is also very good. Man, Nova Flourish also is very good though. Yeah, all right. You know, I'm not actually 100% sure that it did. It says they cover an 80% larger area, and I was assuming that meant that the special projectiles themselves would be larger. I'm not 100% sure. I guess the projectiles themselves aren't, like, exactly huge in the first place. So I suppose it's just a little hard to notice.
Feeling fine.
But the damage bonus at least is significant. We're feeling that. That's fun. Yeah, we're able to stack up a tremendous number of sources of damage, and that's without me even like properly hitching the enemies together.
Who do you think can make it to the top of Mount Olympus first, then? You or old Typhon? You've got a longer way to go, sure, but you're definitely faster. We're about to be.
Omega moves in general are faster is probably pretty good.
Very well.
All right, let me just grab a random Ares door. I think this one down here, the archway. That's the lucky one.
How many of these do they have?
It is a shame how slowly the Daybreak moves, but it does stick to the enemies pretty well.
Got you.
All right, well, we got at least one meaningful enemy with the hex. How did that manage to not? It just hit the one guy and not the other guy on the other side who was exactly as close to me.
I regret not having had the opportunity to give you my regards whilst you were here, my kin, but the need to dispose of trespassers took precedence. I trust we may yet meet in time.
And that you will be covered in blood when it occurs. Alright, so I don't think wounds is actually like the thing we're going for here, right? Well, maybe. I guess I have no idea how this interacts with the Daybreak, like with the explosions and stuff off of it. That's right, Grizzly Gain. His gain is plasma based, which I don't actually like very much. So maybe we do take Vicious Strike. Maybe I reroll. It is a little bit of a shame to go into the boss fight with no with no gain. You know what? Let's take it. We'll try to make it work. It is a bit of a weird one, and it does, again, increase the amount of visual noise on the ground. Wait, this isn't it. It's over here.
The War of Eremanthus.
Okay, that's new. Hey, cat, maybe help me out a little.
Shades, you're free.
Ow. Okay, well, you got a pretty good piece out of him with the hex there.
Let go your rage, spirit.
She said one left. I think she's referring to the prophecy about defeating all the mini bosses. That was our second to last.
You and old Hecate, you must be sorting out some way to keep that Chronos from recovering, lest you wouldn't keep on going after him like this. You getting any warmer yet?
She's suggesting an exchange.
Honestly, that probably is the better play. I sort of wish I had just re-rolled him then. I mean, I guess, like, the idea is whenever this happens, it's supposed to be offered at a higher rarity, but she could already have offered us epic cardio gain here. Yeah, I think I do want to swap it to cardio gain. I feel bad
Some sacrifices must be made.
dumping a boon so early, but, like, that's a pretty good one.
Too many hunters failed to tame the massive raging boar of Eremanthus whilst it lived and breathed, and not even death has been able to still its mighty hooves and tusks.
I did, though. For now.
Yeah, lots of good damage output there.
Barrier destroyed.
And see, even without all of our bonus starting gold, we're still fine by the first shop.
Hear me, on my authority.
Do we want Nova Strike? Again, I kind of would like Blitz on one of these if we can get it. I don't think Perfect Image is spectacular. Again, I just have this weird feeling that we're going to be taking damage a lot over the course of the night. Let me reroll.
Not what I want.
Wow, that's a pretty soft reroll. I actually like our run, so I think I'm just going to take kind of unimpressive Supernova. Maybe it'll be better later.
Fair trade.
And then, yeah, probably Nova Flourish.
You sense the testament of night, I think, my lord. So that your mother Nyx's influence may never fade, whether in the underworld or beyond.
Alright, I am not entirely jazzed about the build at this point, but I feel like we have some damage output.
Shall we?
I never forget a scent, you know. And you got something that's familiar to me from way back when. I know those bones. Nobody had them before you.
You must mean these knuckle bones. If they've ever been a source of ill fortune for you before, then perhaps you know what's coming.
Nobody's your pal, is that what you expect me to believe? At first I'm gonna crush you all bones, and then I'll eat them. And those knuckle bones too.
I mean, that's how this was gonna go anyway, right? Ow.
Remember me, Cyclops.
Ow.
hand.
Okay, it's all damage all the time over here. The cat's doing good damage at least. Ah, I live somehow. Oh, you asshole. Like, that wasn't avoidable, right?
Lady Medea's gone. Some wool.
She just appeared out of nowhere on top of me and reached out and killed me. That's incredibly frustrating. All right, I think I am taking the concave stone next. Let's get an extra boon, try to power ourselves up a little bit.
Next.
Try to find some place to reacquire my poor death defiance.
The docks.
I don't think we're so desperate for driftwood anymore. I think we got a lot of the things that we were spending it on figured out.
There.
All right. Well, I do appreciate the extra boon. Our concave stone is very likely to trigger in this room. I'm a little worried about my capabilities here. So I wouldn't like to see that very much on Supernova, or honestly Racing Thoughts. Any of this other stuff would be alright, but it's not a very large improvement. I'm gonna... The +3 levels makes it a larger improvement, though. You know what? Give it to me.
Be strong. Strong.
Okay, and we got engagement ring, which I actually don't feel bad about at all.
One of my younger sisters over me, eh?
How am I supposed to be able to even tell that?
She wants a fight, does she?
Let's do our best to burn through these foes real quick. I do not want to be in here any longer than I absolutely have to be. Trying to make sure that the hitch is getting distributed. That didn't go as far as I wanted it to.
No need to get all hot and bothered for too long about this sort of thing. So let's just carry on.
Yeah, the consequence for picking her second really isn't that bad. So glowing coal does make it a little bit easier to combine the cast and the and our current hex. What else would I want from you? Honestly, I think glowing coal is quite good. We'll take that.
Before the land was split, mortals would gather and create competitions for the glory of the gods. But now the gods themselves appear to fight over the few remaining scraps.
There's still enough for all of us, I think.
Yeah, a scarcity of resources is rarely the problem. Issue tends to be in the distribution.
Shamblers. Sailing on.
Oh, this is going to be potentially very painful. Okay, or maybe it'll just be really short waves. That's also fine.
In the name of Hades.
There, honestly, hard target. It might be okay, just again for giving me more of a chance to actually notice the enemy projectiles. But we're a little short on gold right now, and this is early enough that I think taking Quick Buck now will get us a pretty decent amount of value overall.
Bearing set.
I located something.
Yes, thank you. I have to say, I am pretty annoyed that those guys apparently were not even attacking toward me, because when I dashed away to a different location, they were already, partway through their dash attack to that same location. So they were just kind of attacking off center near me, and happened to land where I land.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Self-healing's, I think, pretty good. $225 Nexus Rush. I think cardio gain is already keeping us completely full. None of these are spectacular, huh? Yeah, I'm taking that just based on the idea that for a lot of things, the hitch on sprint basically kills them already.
Of mice, chamomile and grain of rice, cinnamon and cube of ice, little seeds and bigger fronds, stones from rivers, moss from ponds, hoof of pig and fur of hound, brew a potion safe and sound.
It sounds like she's having so much fun.
Welcome back.
I think she just potioned that pig.
So you have seen the great monstrosity with your own eyes, have you, Poppet? Typhon, I mean, of course. Oft have I wondered about his deep connection to the natural world.
And what connection would that be? He's a monster, just as you said. A thing that does not belong in our world.
Yet there he is, where you'll be going soon. Who only knows the limits of our world and that which it contains? Veritably, not you or I, Poppet. All that is here belongs, is what I say.
Alright, so we can pull an extra Death Defiance from the critter. Yeah, I think I like that over, like, a random Arcana card. And I also think I actually haven't ever taken it before.
Then you shall have it.
Ooh. I see you.
So, we're getting prophecy fodder as well here.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
And
Moonlight guide you.
get at least one more ship before we're done. I'll say that daybreak does last quite a while.
Got it.
I'm starting to think they're not going to show us any Zeus. Maybe they figure we've got enough gods as it is. Yeah, well, unfortunately the enemies did in fact manage to spread out and completely avoid the giant hex area. So it's like Nova Strike, I mean, I do like a bunch of damage. I'm not going to say that that's bad. We could also take a reroll here, like... Light Smite is certainly not terrible. But maybe I should just take this and focus in on damage, and maybe we can get a replacement boon later if we're lucky. And for now, you know, we'll be doing lots and lots of damage. It's not the worst thing in the world, certainly.
Grow strong under the stars.
Okay, we got a really simple one this time. So fragmentation, consequence, numbness is probably pretty reasonable. We didn't really get any of the exciting ones this time. Well, I do like numbness and fragmentation. So let's grab those.
There at last.
And then straight to Charon, huh? Ah, that's a shame. This is a shop that would be where it'd be really nice to have a lot of money. Well, I think we are taking this.
Here you are.
War cannot endure should supply lines be disrupted for too long. So I am ever grateful for your boatman, as I'd not have reached you now if not for him.
Yeah, Omega Cut Above should actually be, Cut Above should actually be really good, right?
War rages. May moonlight guide you.
Alright, wish I had a little bit more HP going into the fight. Let's see how this turns out.
Look what I got. Earlier the rail magically switched over to this other style again, like it knew you were on the way. I also knew you were on the way. Pretty easy to spot you up there.
Have you any idea whose aspect that even is? Or why your ancient fate-forged weapon might be magically changing forms without your influence?
No, you talk like I'm supposed to be afraid of this thing when you're the one staring down the part that shoots.
And she's got a fair point. Always with the invulnerability, you know? I appreciate that her pushback at least doesn't do any damage. Okay, pretty good. A pretty solid hit of the hex. I'm not able to really like watch and see what kind of payout we're getting from the falling blade. I assume it's working. Ow, yeah, that's on me. I just saw that coming. Oh.
I don't think so.
Then I'm running into stationary projectiles.
No, come on, wait.
I think she came down on top of the cat.
She never learns. A gift.
Well, great work, Tula. Excellent, excellent job controlling that space.
A hidden secret of the ancient weapon wielded by the erratic embodiment of strife proved not quite unpredictable enough to take the Underworld princess off her guard.
May the Rail's next bearer be more responsible.
Yeah, if anything, I think her actual shooting pattern becomes much more avoidable once now that she's switched to the aspect of Lucifer. Okay, so we got our value out of the concave stone. We're about to go into what it has to assume is going to be a very difficult fight. So, what do I want for helping me out in the moment? We can take the Blackened Fleece. We're over the damage threshold, and we're doing a ton of Omega moves. So this should actually turn out to be a lot of extra damage. Yeah, I think I like that. Rank up in 3 encounters, then be pretty scary by the time we actually get to Polyphemus. And we continue to push the levels on stuff. Hey, this would be a really good time for there not to be a bunch of text right there.
In the waters.
Putting words directly over top of all my enemies.
Come on out. It's a crystal.
Alright, pretty excited to see our second hammer here. I can't believe this thing is still alive. These guys have way too much health. Right, that thing took a full hex and was at like 40% afterward. Ridiculous. You channel your Omega attack faster. Attacks knock foes away. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I guess projectiles from your specials orbit faster has more value here than it will with a lot of builds. But to be perfectly honest with you, I do kind of think with this weapon in particular, there are a lot of hammer upgrades that are just kind of not very good. Or at least not very compelling. I don't think I'm anywhere near Tula. I'm not sure why she suddenly called Tula up. Alright, so what did the fleece rank up to? 30%. Pretty good.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay. We are not hitting Rallying Cry. That seems fairly unlikely. But mutual destruction is always good.
adamant.
I might actually take the heart here. Yeah, I really feel like we need a little bit more max HP. These two stun locks as long as we can. Oh god, the harpies. Oh god, the harpies. I am always getting hit when it is harpies. Okay, of the two of you... I'm really unsure. We've seen
Best use those wings
Ares
to fly away.
fewer times overall, so damn it. So I suspect there's still like cool stuff that you can do that we haven't seen. And that's basically all that is behind that decision. Oh, it didn't make contact, did it? Ow. So many of this thing's attacks are so huge and hard to dodge.
How is Chronos controlling those?
I thought for a second there I was actually going to cough up another Death Defiance.
In the name of Hades.
After you take damage or a foe is slain, spill. I mean, I don't really think that this is all that good. Strike speed. I don't know if it would change the speed of the projectiles. It would speed up the animation. I don't know. I don't think I care that much about that because of the fact that with this weapon, we're still mobile while we're attacking. Meat Grinder's not bad. I'm not doing a lot of Omega casting right now, I will say. But I could be.
The scent of blood.
A lofty mountain is not easily besieged, so the crafty Titan of Time sought winged beasts susceptible to his persuasions and capable of wreaking havoc from the skies.
Looks like they've made themselves at home.
I see everything.
Lord Charon's wares.
All right. Should probably take the palm first. Yeah, definitely 20% more
My boon
damage.
grows stronger. Olympus, I accept this message.
Hitch effects deal more damage and last longer. That's pretty cool. I mean, Fine Line is okay here. How many different boon givers do we have? We have Apollo, Hera, Hestia. Is that Hermes? We have Hermes, of course, and Ares. So extended family is not horrible. And obviously it'll affect like the blade damage, but I think we'd be better off with Fine Line. And you know, that's Earth Piece number 7. Maybe we in fact would absolutely have made it to 8. You know, I've been prioritizing Ash, but now that we have all the cards unlocked, I'm actually not sure that's right. Awfully quiet here. Okay, there we go. Get him, Tula. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and this will be in Athena shape. Hasn't really been quite that many enemies yet. Although we're starting to get there. Yep, feeling more and more like that might be the case. I'm controlling them though. I'm getting it. I'm keeping it down.
There you are.
Lady Athena.
I will just have it noted that I think I actually had that under control.
Cousin, after much consideration, I admit the best plan that I have for stopping Typhon at this point is to rely on you. The next best alternative available would be most dire.
Lord Uncle Zeus alluded to some force that could potentially defeat that monster, but bring great harm to Olympus in the process. Is that the alternative you mean?
It is. My energies, as you can see, are focused on repelling our enemy's forces here. But it seems I shall also have to dissuade my father from taking a catastrophic course, if but to buy you time. I'm counting on you. We all are.
Okay. Dash deals damage to foes in your path and you can momentarily deflect. It's interesting that that doesn't overwrite my existing dash boon. It is in addition to. Cast deal a burst of damage in the area and momentarily make you deflect. Mental block also is quite compelling. I sure wish I knew what momentarily meant. Let's take Divine Dash.
Your brother's favorite.
Deflect while dashing certainly gives you a little bit of a push as far as defensibility goes. Most of the time when you were about to take damage, you are how did I get hit there? You know, you're dashing to try to avoid it anyway, so it just sort of helps without you having to consider it very hard. Nice. Alright, a lot to be said for control. So, Eminence will give us a little bit of survivability. We actually can't reach Excess or Eminence right now. I would probably prefer Excess, honestly. So, like, Hex has 100% power, 5% more damage this encounter, another 100 power.
One with Selene. Tula, catch.
And hopefully we can find one more,
Another crystal.
one more small path to the stars at least before we run out of stuff here. Hera versus Heart. I'm like very desperate for health.
Target sighted.
So many enemies. Okay, 64 current HP. That's not so bad. I do feel like we are distributing damage to the enemies very effectively. It's just a matter of surviving ourselves at this point.
Tucked
And
away.
hey, look who it is.
Got something for you. If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond. Of course we do. Golly, the honor is mine. Let us protect each other from now on. See you in the crossroads.
Terrifying dead-eyed stare in the portrait there.
How fare you?
You know, Ares, I want to level with you. I have been better. Falling blades from Ares drop +1 time in succession and deal damage in a larger area. That's pretty compelling. We are probably actually going to hit Rallying Cry, but it's only your damaging effects from Olympians, not, you know, obviously the thing that deals the most damage for us. I'm going to take Cutting Edge, actually. Okay, so we're going into this with 3 Death Defiances, not a lot of health, and no idea what the new gimmick's going to be like. Oh, hey.
Heracles, what are you doing fraternizing with our foe?
Our foe? Well, you were right again, Prometheus. So then what now? She finally caught us in the act.
We fight is what, big man? Slow her at least. She shall not tell a soul that you were here. The damage it would cause her family would be catastrophic if she did.
So then you're both traitors. And you expect me not to notify Lord Zeus and the others? Heracles, he's your father, yet you would turn on him.
Don't we all? Besides, the Titan of Foresight here knew I would, and who am I to argue? Now allow me and my club to ensure you'll forget what you have seen.
Okay, well this is gonna suck. I wonder if they both have health bars and we both have to take them down, or if Heracles is just something to avoid. Okay. It would seem we're just gonna have to kill everybody. I wonder if this reduces the total amount of health that Prometheus has. Kind of seems, from how slowly the numbers are going down, or the bars are going down here, it kind of seems like they both have just a boatload. Yeah, look at how little damage that Hex did. Holy hell. Okay, mid, top. He managed to keep me mid the whole time. Lost track. I am taking damage from I know not what. Okay, so there's there's some weird stuff going on with the camera there.
Why bother when Prometheus has seen that you shall fail?
Oh, you didn't do anything. There's some weird stuff going on with the camera there where it's like
get out of my head,
zooming in and out apparently randomly, and so sometimes I can't see them, and sometimes I really needed to just like stay put and stationary.
Turns out Prometheus has more than an eagle for a friend.
Stay put and stationary. Yes. You know, like the honestly, the view that it's at when the eagle goes for its bombing runs, I would be perfectly happy with it just staying there the entire time.
Dora, couldn't help but notice that my jar collection wasn't sorted properly. Are you trying to subtly drive me mad?
No. Although now that you put it that way, maybe in the future, yes. I was working on minor possessions and your mushroom bottle kind of slipped. So I put it back.
You put it incorrectly back. Just tell me of such things next time, would you?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I dissipate.
Okay. Well, good news. We got 60 entire bones.
That Cyclops has known defeat before.
Each of the fierce wardens awaiting beyond her realm. Okay, I guess maybe it wasn't one left, because
So it is written.
We sure have done the thing now. The daughter of the god of the dead shall prevail against either of her ultimate adversaries with the help of each of her animal familiars. Okay, so we now have all of them. I thought that was the case. It didn't look like there was enough room on the circle for there to be more than one, or more than one more.
In my weakest moments, I used to envy Prometheus, even knowing his plight. For he was loved by mortals, having given them the gift of fire from Olympus. I, on the other hand, was hated. It should not have mattered to me, but it did.
Come on, Lord Moros. What mortals think of us is of no consequence. Even if it were, better to be hated than a traitor. Prometheus thinks only of mortals and himself. I'm surprised Chronos would entrust anything to him.
Although I said I didn't wish to speculate, I cannot shake the sense that Chronos values him because so many mortals do. The new golden age he seeks to bring about. An age for mortals, not for gods.
Doubtless all the mortals' problems would be solved.
I mean, she's being shitty about it, but honestly, it'd probably be better in a lot of ways. It is kind of interesting how in any setting where you're playing a member of the ruling class, looking after your own interests, you're kind of playing a villainous character, right? And like here, it's almost explicit. I think more so than in the first game, where like it's arguable that once you get past Hades' gruff demeanor and his desire to see you personally beaten to shit, it's arguable that Hades' whole deal is like an order that is necessary for life to continue on the planet. Here, we're definitely fighting our way back to a status quo that's like objectively bad for the living.
More of this filth.
Do I want to give you a gift? Heracles could eat my ass. That's where I'm at as far as giving him stuff. I don't know why I feel more that way about him than Eris. Oh, we're getting close to being able to do something else here. Let me go buy. You stay right there. I'm gonna go buy you a nectar. We're putting in the cards.
Approved.
Getting that thing. Nectar, please.
Babe, no one ever gets me anything like this. Except the last couple of times you got me the exact same thing. But oh, I feel so bad I don't have anything for you.
It's only a gift to make you feel a little better, not worse. Don't mention it, just you enjoy. But please don't leave the empty bottle on the ground.
She's absolutely going to.
Oh, what gives? The adamant rail's back to normal. I must have hit a hidden switch on it or something, but it doesn't even work here, let alone transform.
Take the hint, Eris. You may be the bearer of the rail for the time being, but it doesn't answer to you alone. Even if it lets you aim and shoot.
If only it let me aim and shoot right now. You better not be behind this trouble. Or if you are, you change it back. I liked it more the other way.
It can hear you, you know.
Alright, Shadow Brood.
Transmutation complete.
I don't remember why exactly, but I was definitely brewing a thing for some reason. I don't... Sandy Lifespring might be the next thing to spend Driftwood on, but we'll hold off for the moment at least. Now, unfortunately, I do not believe... We definitely got to do this. I do not believe that I... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I don't think we're out there long enough for this stuff to have finished growing. But lucky us, I'm wrong. Ah, snake reeds. Okay, well, we know we need cattails. Let's make sure we get those in there before I forget.
Odysseus, I need your counsel and discretion on something. Prometheus has an ally whom I thought was on my family's side. I faced them together near the mountain summit, where the smoke is thick. But I mustn't say who.
Quite the report, all right. And I have my suspicions as to whom you mean. Well, certainly the gods must know, at least Master Hermes. Or do you reckon that they're unaware?
I don't think they realize that perhaps Hermes does and won't let on. Prometheus said I wouldn't tell a soul who it was because of the harm that doing so would bring. Do you think he's telling the truth?
I'd not wager otherwise. We had best treat it as the truth for now, unless you believe this ally poses an imminent threat to your family. Are you in a position to further investigate?
I think so.
Keep me apprised.
I mean, he definitely does mean harm to the family, at the very least.
Nemesis on break, I guess.
He means harm to me, and I am a member. I might be the most important member of this family. So, okay, I'm a little disappointed by that outcome. It definitely, there's a lot more going on in the Prometheus fight, and it seems pretty easy to get overwhelmed and run down like I did. Like I said, I was like losing information control. Like I couldn't even tell why I was taking damage a couple of times because there was so much happening at once. So that's probably going to take a couple of tries to get right. Probably a little bit of investigation.
Feeling feisty, are we?
That is a pretty adorable critter. So what is your deal? Bonus dodge chance and move speed. Leaps in harm's way, then deals 250 damage up to 3 times per region, 30 seconds apart. Okay. And Golly makes Flora more likely and retrieves the bug command. Interesting. The fact that he can only hit a certain number of times per region really sucks. You're not be able to get like nearly as much damage against a boss as you are out of like a pet that you get for sure way earlier, right? It's a little disappointing.
She has returned. How fared your recent surface sea journey, young one? I still remember well the boundless waters there. How blue and tranquil they were.
Tranquil? My experience was not exactly that.
Sort of swarming with the undead. Although I guess the undead don't move very fast, so maybe that still counts as tranquil.
They were tranquil, damn it.
Sorry, dude. Alright, so
Lim and Oros.
the blades here. What are we talking about? We have not quite the resources for the aspect of Artemis. We could buy up the aspect of Melanoe, obviously, by going and grabbing some more fabric. Attacks and specials deal more damage by striking foes from behind is definitely... That's a lot of bonus damage. That is definitely compelling, despite the fact that there are a few enemies against whom you will never receive that bonus, like the splitting projectiles serpent mid-boss in Area 2, or, critically, Typhon. You're always in front of Typhon. But yeah, I guess the idea is it makes up for that by being really powerful against everybody else. Yeah, alright. We'll probably use the Sister Blades next time. I'm not in the mood to do any more planning. I'm in the mood to wallow in my own failure here. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was a new fight. I was pretty prepared to lose. Mentally, I had given it some thought. I had considered the possibility. But it always feels bad in practice, you know? Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we're going to start developing some kind of strategy to leave those two broken and on the ground behind us, instead of standing triumphantly over us and talking smack about seeing the future or whatever. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.